So one day when I was little, I was like always wanting a desk because like other kids had it, and I was like, maybe I should get like a desk. So one day, I asked my mom. I was like, "Hey mom, I know this is like a very, very, very tough question to ask you, but I was wondering if you could get me a desk." Now she stared at me. She was like, honey, I don't have the type of money to do this, but I would, I promise. Soon you will get a desk. Then she was like, why don't we have a desk like downstairs, basically a computer. And I was like, Jackie, my brother, sits on that. And I'm not sitting where he sat, because, no offense, he stinks. So mom's like, why don't you two get along? And I was like, you think I'm going to get along with a boy? Don't you? And she was like, someday you will. So I'll just change chairs, she said. So she's gonna get me a desk. I was like so excited. So that day, after 2 months, my mom was like, hey sweetie, I got something for you. And she was like, I was like, what'd you get for me? And she was like, well, I know I haven't did this to you, and you've been always wanting. I was like, oh my god, it's a desk. I know it. She was like, I got you something. Open the box. So I see this big box in front of me. It's like huge. So I'm just unwrapping it and see my mom have a smile on her face. Then I see this big pink fluffy chair. And I'm like, after like 5 minutes, I'm like, Mom, I think I forgot something. She forgot the desk. The best part of it. She was like, oh, sweetie, I forgot to tell you this. I didn't get you a desk because I changed the chair and gave it to Jackie, like on the computer desk. So now you have that maybe like desk to hold your thing. And I was like, Mom, you said a desk. A desk is a desk, like a big square desk, not a chair. And she was like, well, sweetie, I'm sorry, but I didn't get you that. So then, after like 5 months, she finally got me a desk. I was like, friends, sorry you don't have a desk. I'm like the luckiest girl, don't you think? And they're like, are you seriously thinking that? I had a desk for 6 years. And I was like, girl, really? My mom didn't even let me get that. So I went home. My mom still had a smile on her face, like always. She was doing her work. I was like, Mom, did you hear that my other friends had a desk for about 6 years? And then I was like, no, she was like, my mom was like, oh, no, I didn't. So I was like, yeah, it's cool, isn't it? And she said, guess what? I had that computer desk longer than them. I was like, really? You're lucky.